Boris Johnson has been warned to stick to his guns over the fisheries row with the EU by Eurosceptic Finnish MEP Laura Huhtasaari, who revealed her dream for all member states to do their own Brexit. Boris Johnson has been urged to use Brexit as an opportunity to take the UK's sovereignty back. Finnish MEP Laura Huhtasaari told the Prime Minister to defend the country's fishing waters as trade deal talks between the EU and UK collapsed just 2 months before the transition period deadline. Mr. Johnson has been warning Britain to prepare for a no-deal, citing the EU's red lines over issues as fishing rights as the reason for the stalemate. She told the EU plenary, "I have a dream. I want all member states to do Brexit." As EP President, Manfred Weber put it, if Brexit felt like a success, it would be the beginning of the end of the EU. So that reveals that if the UK leaves the EU without a deal, it means EU has not even tried to be fair. Ms. Huhtasaari added, "I have a message for Boris Johnson, defend your fishing waters. You have now an opportunity to take your sovereignty back. Use it." Fishing rights continue to be one of the key areas during Brexit negotiations, along with governance and the level playing field. At the recent European Council summit, EU leaders called for the UK to make the necessary moves to strike a deal before the deadline in December. However, the Prime Minister has effectively declared that the trade talks are over unless the EU changes its attitude. When it comes to fisheries, the positions of the two sides are particularly different. The UK wants to recover its sovereignty vis-a-vis its fishermen, while many EU states are urging for continued access to British waters. In a televised statement, Mr. Johnson told the country, "From the outset, we were totally clear that we wanted nothing more complicated than a Canada-style relationship based on friendship and free trade. To judge by the latest EU summit in Brussels, that won't work for our EU partners. I now have to make a judgment about the likely outcome and to get us all ready. I've concluded that we should get ready for the 1st of January with arrangements that are more like Australia's, based on simple principles of free trade. We will prosper mightily as an independent free trading nation."